In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create ready-to-execute co-branded emails for your partners. Now, there are two types of emails that you can provide to your partners within the platform. The first one is your traditional HTML style email. It's normally the quickest way to get content into the platform. You'll have your design team create the HTML and provide it to you, and then you'll just simply copy that HTML and drop it into our tool. Or you have the option of using our point-and-click stylized editor. Now, the point-and-click stylized editor allows you to dictate what the customer or what your partner can and cannot edit. It allows you to control the look and the feel of what the partner is using inside that template. Now, creating the actual point-and-click template itself does take a little bit more time than just simply copying and pasting HTML into the system, but it does give your partner the experience to just quickly click within a serrated field, enter the text that they want, and clicking the save option. And the system will basically do all the formatting for them. They don't really need to do anything. So if your partners don't have internal marketing team, don't have the skill set to work with HTML, a point-and-click stylized editor is a great way to provide them content. Now, I'll cover both types of templates in this video. I'm not actually going to go over how you create the point-and-click edit from scratch. There's a different video for that. There's a different article for that. And we will show you how you can utilize a template that's already been created, quickly copy it, and then make those changes. So another good reason to utilize the point-and-click is it's really good for replication. Now, on the other hand, if your concern is to get content into your demand center as quick as possible, you'll probably want to just copy and paste the HTML over from wherever it's hosted now into the system. That process literally takes minutes. Now that we reviewed and discussed the different types of templates you can get into the system for your partners, let's go ahead and get some content in here. So I'm going to begin with a simple co-branded HTML email that I want to make available for my partners. I've gone ahead and had my design team actually build me an email and output the HTML for me. As you can see, here's the HTML that's been provided to me. It's in a simple notepad file. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to highlight all my HTML and copy it, and then I'll just minimize my notepad file. And now I'm inside the StructuredWeb application within the Content Manager scope. This is where content can be managed. If you're not within the Content Manager, you can access it through this drop-down box. And then I'm underneath the Tactics tab and then Email. And as you can see, here are all the folders I have set up for my emails. If I would like to create a new email, I just simply click this New Email button. And from here, I have a couple options. I can copy a previous HTML email that's in the system. I can choose from a point-and-click template that's been built in the system, or I can create new content from scratch. In this example, I'm going to create new content from scratch, so I'm going to choose new content. The first thing we need to do is provide the email a name. So I have a name here. It's capture their imagination with color. I'll be loading a email in here driven for the copier industry, and we're trying to sell color equipment. So the name of this email is capture their imagination with color. This is partner facing, so when the partner goes into their library, this is the title that they'll see for this email, so you want to be detailed here. Below that, you can see there's a description, and now I'll enter my description. This should describe the email, whether it's a promotion or a certain product type that is promoting. I've entered my description in here. Again, this is something the partner will see, so you want to be very detailed here so they know what this email consists of. You now can assign this to a specific user if you have to, so you can actually go ahead and create the email and then have a designer build the email or drop the HTML in there for you. If you'd like to do that, you would just simply choose your name from this list. You want to set up your campaign tracking variables, so the campaigning should somewhat match what the topic of this email is. I have some loaded in here, so I'm actually going to name this campaign copiers. The source is where this mailing list would come from. Most of the time, you want to select in-house list, meaning this is a mailing list that will be provided by the partner. In some instances, maybe you know the partners will be using, or you'll be providing a list from a service like Jigsaw. You would want to set that to Jigsaw. And then creative, if you have a creative agency, you can choose their name here, or if it came from like a postcard or something, you would want to select the creative option. Down below, It'll ask you a couple options here. Would you like to make this message available for pulling in the managed library? This means you're turning that email on or off. So it's either in the library for the partners to use or not in the library. Right now, you do not want to put it in the library because there's no content available, so that's why I selected no. After we put the content in there, we can then go back to this option and select yes. And then below that, there are the detailed attributes that do get set up for your program. This allows your partners to find the specific content. So for example, if this email I'm building is for a specific industry or a specific solution focus, you can tag this email with those attributes, and then the partner can go in their library and pick and choose and say, hey, just show me everything that's related to the healthcare industry or the government industry. So I'm just going to go ahead and choose a couple options here. I'm going to choose small business and manufacturing, and then for solution focus, I'm going to choose manage print. When you're done, click the Save button, and that will create the initial email and bring us to the content editor. This is the HTML content editor that you'll use to build your HTML emails. Now, I already have that HTML copied that was provided to me from my design team, so I actually don't need to use the interface here to build it. But if you wanted to, you can utilize this editor to its fullest capabilities and build the email if you like. As you can see, when you put the mouse over the icons, it tells you what it does. It operates very similar to Microsoft Word, and if you wanted to, you can actually build the email here. At this point, if you haven't done so already, again, I did this in the beginning of the video, you want to grab your HTML from your notepad file, so this would be provided to you from your design team. And what you'll do is you'll go into our WYSIWYG editor, you'll click this source button. This will toggle the standard view to the actual HTML view. You'll go inside the field and you'll just paste that HTML that your design team gave you or wherever it was outputted from. From here, if you click source again, you can see it's loaded the email in place. It took me a matter of 5 minutes probably to create the email and drop the HTML in place. Now we're not quite done with this email yet. You'll notice there seems to be placeholders up here for company logos. It's not fully co-branded just yet. So we need to go through and actually co-brand it, so when a partner accesses the library and picks it, the system will now automatically insert their company logo, insert their company information. And this is where you'll want to utilize our market assets feature. So your account will be assigned specific merge fields that will populate your company, your partner's logo and your partner's phone number and things of that nature. Now I happen to know the exact merge field that I would like to use to put my partner logo in the upper left hand corner, so I'm just going to paste that into place, and that is market asset 221. This will vary, it's different for each account. And now maybe I would like to add their phone number in this upper right hand corner, and again I know the market asset for that because I've done it quite a few times, and that is market asset 222. So at this point what will happen is when the partner picks this specific email, the system will take it and it will put their partner logo in this upper left hand corner, and then it will take it and put their phone number in the upper right hand corner. Now you're probably asking where you can get a list of these market assets that are assigned to your account, and I'll show you how you can get to that list. But first, before we can get to that list, we just need to now enter a subject. So I'll just enter my subject here under the subject field, and we need to save this email. If I don't save this and I navigate away to view the assets that are available in my account, I'll lose all the content that I created. So you always want to make sure you save frequently, or you do have that chance of losing that content. So I'll just click the Save button, and that will now render my changes and save everything that I've compiled here. It refreshes the page, and now you can see everything saved. So if you want to take a look at all the assets that have been set up and are available in your account so you can then start putting them within these emails, just simply click this Assets tab. This will load a list and show you all the market assets that have been set up in your account. So for example, if I would like to add the address of the partner within the body of my email, you can see there's one here for address 1, and the merge field is over here on the right, which is market asset 2423. This is case sensitive, so you want to make sure you copy and paste it as is, capital M, capital A. If I wanted to add their city, I can find the city here, and you can see it's market asset 2426. Now you can go ahead and add as many market assets as you need. Typically they're string fields or number fields. So if there's something missing that you'd like to merge in within that email, you can go ahead and add that. But traditionally you'll have the business address, their business name, their logo, things of that nature. Let's just go back to the content now to take a look at that email I dropped in since we've reviewed the market assets. So I'll go back and click this content tab, and you can see the email that I dropped in place is still there because I saved it. And one additional item I would like to show you here is how you can actually link these call to actions. You can see through this email there's these buttons: schedule a free estimate, get a free quote today. How we can link these to matching landing pages that have been created previously in the system. Now, if you do need to load a matching landing page, we have a separate article and video showing you how to build those landing pages. All I'm going to cover in this video is how you can actually link it to that landing page that's been created. It's a very easy process. What you'll do is you'll click on that button. You'll go to our website links button that you see up in the toolbar of the editor, and you'll click on it. This will load a linking tool, and then from here it'll show you all the pages that have been built on your account. If it's a landing page, it'll most likely be a form, so you can actually narrow these results here by clicking this forms option, and then from there you'll just locate the landing page you'd like to link it to, and for this one we'll just link it to this landing page here, doc management, get your team on the same page, and that will create the link automatically for you. So you'll just go through all your call to actions and use that linking tool to link it to a landing page that's already been built in the StructuredWeb platform. Again, any changes that you make within the body of this email, if you edit any paragraphs or add any content, just make sure you hit the save button, and that will save your changes. After you finish building this email, you'll obviously want to QA it and test to make sure everything that you've done looks proper, the links work properly, and you can do that through a test account. So you can actually go ahead and turn this email on and put it in the library, and then bring it into your test account to test it. Just to show you how you can turn this email on, you'll go to the settings tab here, and we'll go back to that option we discussed all the way in the beginning of the tutorial. So when we scroll down, you can see here, would you like to make this message available for pulling from the managed library? You'll choose yes. If you have more than one program in your account, it'll ask if you'd like to share it across those programs. If not, just leave the default program selected, and then click save. And now this email is technically available in my library, and the partners could use it. Now that I've shown you how you can get an HTML email in the system, we'll go ahead and take a look at the point and click templates. So I'll just go back to my tactics main page, so I'll click tactics in the upper left hand corner. Instead of creating a new email like we did with the HTML version we loaded, I have a couple point and click templates already in the system, so I'm going to go ahead and find them. I'm going to use my folder structure here. I know they're under green environmental, so I'll click on that folder, and then you can see I have a couple templates here. So what I'll do is, let's just say would like to reuse one of these point and click templates and build some new content, maybe change an image or two in it and make it its own. And what I'll do here is I'll locate that template I would like to use. So let's just say it's this template. I'll put a check in the box, and as you can see, some options appear here. So I can actually take this recycling your old printing supplies template and create a copy of that and make that an entire new email based on some other type of product or some other type of offering. So I'll go ahead and copy it by clicking copy, and then it will ask me, do you need to assign it to a specific user? If you want to, you would just simply select their name, and then if you'd like to place it within a specific folder in your account, again, folders are for organization for you, not necessarily for the partner, and then select your options here, click save. This will create an exact copy of it, and you can see I have two versions of that template now. The one at the top is always the one that you've created a copy of, and if I click on it, it will take me to the point and click editor. Now again, I just want to remind you that this is not actually creating the template itself, meaning what's editable, what's not editable, the fields that make up that entire template. This is just reusing a template that's already available for us to build content in and make available to a partner. So from here you can see I have serrated boxes throughout this email. Anywhere there's a serrated box that allows you to edit that content. So for example, if I would like to change this header here that says feel good about where your old equipment goes, and you can just click on it, and then you can see it loads an editor here, and you can enter whatever type of text you would like in there. Obviously if you make any changes you want to click save. You can even change the buttons. You can see it says get a free quote today. If you'd like to change the verbiage on that to maybe learn more or get a quote, you click the pencil icon there as well, and you can see you can change the colors here. You can even change the button text. So let's just say instead of get a free quote, let's just say learn more. and I click save, and then what you'll see is that it will generate new text on top of that button for us. No Photoshop skills required. It does that on the fly, so now you can see there's a new verbiage on top of that button. Same thing with this banner. If you'd like to change out the text on this banner, click the serrated box up here in the banner, and let's just say that I don't want not going to be about printing supplies anymore. Maybe it's going to be about a certain copier or function within the copier. I can actually change that image. Very similar process. Instead of entering the verbiage that you would like it to say, you'll click this choose file button, and then you'll locate the image you would like to use. So in this case, I want to replace it with this copier, and I insert it. And then again, if I want to change out the verbiage, I can. I can say learn about our new color copiers, and I'll scroll down and I'll click save, and that will now generate a new banner. So now this particular template is more geared toward copiers and not the actual supplies. So you'll actually go through and make all those specific changes that you like. Again, it's just a matter of pointing and clicking and changing that text. If it's a link, it's the same process as we did with the HTML. Instead of it being a pencil, it is a chain icon, and then you'll click the website links option within the field and link it to the landing page that you would like to. Notice the co-branding is already up here for me, so that's there. And at this point, all you need to do, again, just go through, make all the necessary changes, and click the save button on the page, and this will generate the email for you and save all your changes that you've made. Now obviously this email needs a little bit more work before I can put it in the library. I need to go through and update the content to be more copier driven and not supply driven. But to go ahead and actually turn this email on and make it available for your partners, you'll want to go back to that settings tab like we did with the HTML email. We'll go down to that option to make it available in the library. You want to set that to yes, and then if you have more than one program you like to share it with, choose those programs, and then just set your attributes. Again, for me, it's the industry. We'll just say this is small business, and then the solution focus, we'll say that this is high speed. You set these, you click save, and then at that point, this email is in the library. At this point, I've completed the tutorial. I showed you how you can load an HTML email into the system for co-branding. I've also shown you how you can utilize a point-and-click template that's been available in the account to customize it for a specific product and offering. As always, if you have any questions, suggestions, or comments, you can email us at service@structuredweb.com. I hope this video was helpful to you, and have a good day.